It's Miss Emily here, and I'm with Henry and Virginia. Virginia, how old are you?
4.
And how old are you, Henry?
That wasn't nothing. And 6.
6. And we learned from Mr. Matt the story of Noah's Ark, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Virginia, why did the animals and Noah have to be on the ark?
I don't know.
Henry, do you know?
The earth was going to flood.
Okay, there was a flood coming. And what do you think, Henry, they heard when they were on the ark? What did it sound like?
Lightning, boom, boom, boom. I mean, thunder, boom, boom, boom. Lightning, flash, 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 and maybe a whole lot of rain. And we have rain sticks. Turn them upside down. Take them. Sounds exactly like really loud rain that I want to stop right now.
All right, can you get the other one? So
You did hear something with this rain stick.
we're gonna make rain sticks to remind us of the sounds that Noah and his family would have heard on the ark during the flood. So keep watching and I'll show you how to do it. Okay guys, so here are the materials we need. We need a paper towel tube or any cardboard tube that's long enough. You could even use a wrapping paper tube if you want to make a big giant one, but paper towel is what we're going to do. You need 2 pieces of paper, some dried beans or rice is, I think, going to work the best, or popcorn kernels or whatever you have around here. I've found that rice is good, so we're going to do that one. A glue stick, something to write with, scissors, tape, masking tape is what I've chosen. Whatever tape you have is good. Something to decorate with, and then aluminum foil, and you want to cut your strips about a little bit longer than your tube. And you need 2 pieces. So first thing we are going to do is make the ends of our rain sticks so the rice doesn't fall out. You're going to take your writing utensil and your tube, your paper, and we're going to make 2 end caps. And there's enough to do 2 on 1 sheet of paper, so I'm going to use 1 sheet for both. You're going to trace the end of your paper towel tube. Does not have to be perfect. Do the same thing over here. And then we need a bigger circle around it. Since I have this tape right here, I'm just going to use that to draw a bigger circle around it. Or you can use a cup or a coffee mug or whatever you have laying around. Same thing up here. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then we want to make sort of like wheel spokes coming between our 2 circles. And I think 8 is a good number. So I'm going to do 1, and I'm going to do the next one across just so I know they're even. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Same thing over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I'm going to cut my circles out. Okay, again, not perfect, but it'll work. Then you want to cut the wheel spoke lines you made, but it's really important that you don't go inside that small circle. Okay, we're going to set one aside for later. And now we want to use this and stick it on here. We're going to use glue and we're going to use tape for extra reinforcement. So this glue, and probably if you have white Elmer's glue too, takes a little bit of time to dry. So what I'm going to do is start with opposite ends, push up those little tabs we've made, sort of pinch it onto your tube like this. And then I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna count to 10. And then I'm gonna do the same for these opposite sides. And once I feel like these are stuck, I'll do the last 4. Okay, it's on there, but just in case, see, some of them are sort of starting to pop off a little bit. Just in case, we're gonna get some tape and wrap it. Okay, you're looking for function over beauty at this point. We don't want our rice to fall out. Okay, there's one. All right, now we're gonna do the inside. So for the inside, we're gonna take our aluminum foil, scrunch it up into some really skinny snakes. And this is what we're going to use to slow down the rice inside of our tube. So you're going to coil it up. You could use your fingers like that. You could use your pencil. And then spread it out a little bit. So kind of like a loose spring. Same thing with this guy. Spread it out. And then stuff it inside your tube. Bye-bye snakes. And then we're going to pour some rice in. And I think you should use less than you think you should. So I'm just going to take the tiniest little amount. Tiny, tiny, tiny. I think I had too much in my first one. And you can try it out. And if you think it sounds good, I think that sounds pretty good. I wouldn't do any more than that. In fact, I think I'm going to dump a little bit out. Okay. And then we do the same thing down that we did down here, up here. Now you don't want to flip this over because all your rice is going to dump out. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and glue 2 opposite sides and put it on top like this. Okay. Good. Okay. Here's your rain stick. If you want to, you can leave it like this. Or you can take your second piece of paper and decorate it. So you want your paper to be about the width of your rain stick. This one's a little bit too long, so I'm just going to cut the edge off. And it needs to be as wide as your Oops, I'm gonna roll this around, do a little mark here. Cut here. And do some designs on it. Okay, and if you flip it over, put glue on both edges, lay your stick down. Roll it up, hopefully straight. There we go. Okay, and then seal it. You got your rain stick.